I finally got to sit down and play it. I put in, I'm going to say, a good 2.5 hours with it. I finished the first world completely. I got all the wonder seeds. I got all the purple coins. I got right when I did the first world or the first level, I noticed that on the like courses screen, it shows you the course and it shows you got the seeds, you got the coins, but it also had a green like circle check mark. I was like, "Ooh, what's that back there?" And that means like you found everything in the level as far as like if there's a hidden exit or something like that too. So if you go through and you don't get a circle green check mark in the background, it's like a faint green check mark, but it is there, then you know there's something in that level that you missed. Again, usually a secret exit. So I have gotten, I've 100%ed all the levels there in the first world, and I am in heaven. This game, from the opening moments, made me tear up with joy. And running through the first level, I wrote about this on Patreon because I knew it was going to happen. There's just when you start a new Mario adventure, it's magical. There's nothing quite like it. And just running through the level and hearing the music and whew, it really did it for me. But this, yes, Tony, check for the green checks. Again, it's on the course screen. It's the same screen that shows you if you got all the seeds and all the purple coins. But in the background behind that, on like the on that page, like on each page for the course, is a circled green check mark that you get. Hi, No Blades, No Bones. So there you go. That's how you know if you missed the secret exit, or maybe something else. But again, usually a secret exit. But yes, just so lovely right off the bat. And I'm so impressed with the imagination that this game has. The, the things that the wonder, just the game feels so alive in general through the animations and the art style and the whimsy. And like, this is really like a new Mario game. And I know that sounds stupid to say, but it feels new, like new enemies, new backgrounds, new locations, new types of mechanics. Like it's all new. Yes, there's classic stuff in there like Goombas and Koopa Troopas, but there's so much new. You feel like, wow, this is really the next step for a 2D Mario game. Like New Super Mario Brothers, you were like, wow, this is a new 2D Mario game. This is awesome. And it had its own little wrinkles, but you're like, this is new. Like this brings me back to like what I felt jumping from like Super Mario Brothers 2 to 3 or 1 to 2. You're like, whoa, this is really new. It's very funny that this feels new, but the game that had new in its title felt like, a return. But anyway, that's besides the point. It's just so exciting to be exploring a Mario game that feels so fresh. Like it's mind-blowing in a 2D setting because really I don't feel like I felt this honestly since like Yoshi's Island. It feels like it just feels new. It's so stupid to keep saying that word over and over again, but it's it's so refreshing. It just it feels, I was going to say wonderful, and I guess that's why they call the game that. But it's staggering and how innovative that it feels, and it shows like how amazing Nintendo is when it comes, well, all their games are amazing, but when it comes to like taking a genre that's been around for 40 plus years and finding ways to twist it on its head and turn thing upside down and innovate and build new experiences and do different things and give you stuff you could have never imagined. Uh it's just it's I don't even know how to describe it. It's such a breath of fresh air. And I feel like with this one, Nintendo is also doing things that they've forgotten about or haven't done in forever. Like there are touches here that are directly from Super Mario Brothers 3 or Super Mario World. Like when you beat a castle in this game, you get like a little thing that's very much like you saw at the end of Super Mario Brothers 3 when you would defeat a castle. It's just a little like aside, and I love it. Or Super Mario World to a lesser extent, but it feels more like Super Mario Brothers 3 to me. Hello, video game guru. Good to see you. And spoiler alert, there's a hidden world, just like there was in Super Mario World, and I happened to find it organically, and I was like, "Oh, I miss this. We haven't seen this kind of hidden world since Super Mario World, in my opinion." And I didn't do those levels because I'm like, I'm saving that for the end. But I found that through taking an alternate path in the first world, because you get to, the world map has sections where it's just linear, but also sections where you can wander around. And I was like, here's an off the beaten path direction I could go. And there was an extra level there, and another extra level, and another extra level, and another extra level, and then a level that gave me a badge, and then a platform that took me to a secret world, a whole new secret world. And I'm like, this is exactly what I want. I couldn't be any more happy about it. There's so much to do and see in just the first world. There, and the world map has little hidden pipes that take you to a character I didn't even know was in the game. And I was like, this is wonderful. Again, wonderful. I'm gonna keep doing that. Whoops. So your spoiler test worked, Tony. So yeah, it's just full of surprises, and surprises in a sense of like hidden worlds and hidden things on the map screen and hidden exits to a level. But surprises in, look at that enemy, never seen that before. Look at that background, never seen that before. Look at how this enemy moves, never seen that before. Look at what this Goomba's doing, I've never seen them do that before. Look at this new little like pull string on the background of a level. What does this do? I've never seen that before. That's what the whole game is like. And the Wonder Seeds take levels that are filled with things you've never seen before and gives you all new things. The second level is full of piranha plants. I'm talking to you directly, Mumbry. And when you get the Wonder Seed
directly,
the level turns into an auto-scrolling level, and the piranha plants dance and sing a song to you. Wow. They give you like a little performance. It's amazing. Wow! There's one level in particular, I cannot remember the name of it, but it's got a lot to do with clouds. Wow. It's got a hidden area in it. And when you get the Wonder Seed in the hidden area, I don't know if I should spoil it. It throws you into space, I'll say. It throws you into space and changes the mechanics completely, and the music completely changes. And oh man, it was one of the, I don't know that I've ever had this moment in a Mario game. It was a moment where I like laughed out loud to myself and sat there with my mouth open and eyes like wide. I was like, this is amazing. I couldn't
Backseat
believe
Studios actually said it's made me chuckle out loud quite a few times so far.
Yes, and you know what's made me chuckle? The flowers. The flowers are great because they don't just say things like "good luck" or "you're doing great"
or
"bless me." Like there was, I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly what they said, but there was one where I found a flower and he goes, "Oh, I didn't think you'd find me here," because he was like hiding in a dark spot, or one that was like hidden off the top of the screen, in old Mario when you run up top on sometimes. There was one up there and he's like, I'm trying to take a nap up here or something like so nice. Great. But there was one where I found a hidden exit to a level and there was one lone flower and I ran by him and he goes, "Oh, you found the cool way out of here," or something like that. And I was like, "Oh, that's great." I found another flower where you walk by him and he's like, "Why'd you go that way?" Because I took a really long way to get around somewhere. And I was like, they got so much personality to them. One of them, I'm paraphrasing again, but I want to get it for the soundboard. It said like, "So how are you doing today?" Like in that cadence too. It was really great. The flowers are fantastic. I love them so much. They had, in a game that's already filled to the brim or overflowing with personality, they inject just a little bit more. Love it. I love it.
Those and Nintendo details.
They will say they'll say different things depending on what you're doing too. So like if you get a wonder flower and you pass a talking flower, they may be like, "Wow, that was surprising." Or if you don't get the wonder flower and you pass that talking flower, they'll say like, "I feel like you're missing something here," or something like that. But they don't say, like, each flower says its own thing. It's not like multiple flowers say that. But man, they add so much personality. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. Like I said, the first world took me 2.5 hours, And it's filled with so many secrets and hidden nooks and crannies and just fun gameplay mechanics. And the Wonder Seeds change up the levels in so many different ways. Like there was one that had it just built a whole new vertical section of a level where the platforms you ran on were invisible until you touched them, and then they like sparkled as you ran across them.
Ooh.
And Koopa Troopas were on roller skates skating by
Of course,
them,
as they would be.
and you could hear other flowers talking to you to be like, "Hey, over here, this direction," like to let you know which ways to climb up. It's great. It was great. It's so great, guys. It's so great. I'm just like I said, I beat the first world. Gonna go into the second world. The only reason I stopped is because I had to go to bed. I did not at all want to stop. I have never teared up so much in a Mario game. I'm gonna tear up. I can feel myself tearing up now talking about it. It's like, people are like, Mario's great or something's great. And they see those things with rose tinted glasses. Mario games aren't like that. All Mario games are great to a lesser or more degree. But Super Mario Brothers Wonder makes me feel like I felt when I was a kid playing Mario. Because like it is that much of a new experience. Like you're really getting so much new
Thank you so much
where
for
you're
playing my game.
again, sorry for the pun, you're experiencing the wonder of seeing things for the first time. Like
I don't think then
it's
that's
beautiful.
a mistake
Yeah,
that they did that.
They totally did it on purpose. The Wonder Seeds and how Wonder's used. Yeah, Nintendo loves doing stuff like that.
I mean, just the animation of the elephants squeezing through the pipes, like
Yeah.
just it just is it delighted me. Like that's the best word I can use. Like it was delighting.
Jumping back and forth between foreground and background in areas, like seeing secret areas that are in the foreground and you're like, how do I get there? Areas. Oh, it's so good. And yes, I saw somebody in the chat mention there's yes, Super Blast Hex. There's a hidden exit in that stage. Yes. Well, I guess that's not a spoiler. Level 1-2 has a hidden exit and it's pretty smartly placed. I'll say that. But yep, it's a hidden exit. There's the level that we've seen in the trailers where it's all like silhouetted and Mario is really tall. That level is so much fun because when you shrink, or not when you crouch, it makes Mario crouch all the way down to the ground, but it also shrinks the whole environment. So like trees shrink all the way down and like things drop out of the sky for you to grab. And then when you stand up, they all shoot back up into the air. It's awesome. I don't know how they thought of this stuff. And I'm just in the first world. It's beautiful.
Wow,
this
incredible!
So many developers, when systems started coming out that could do 3D graphics, they were like, well, 2D's dead. That's it right there, sir. So many developers were like, 2D's dead. We've done platformers. You can't do anything more with the genre. Nintendo over the years has continued to show how much more you could do. But 40 plus years later to make a platformer and show like all these new crazy ideas that aren't gimmicky, like they're built into the experience, like they make the experience. It's mind-blowing. I've been a Nintendo fan almost all my life, and I constantly get reasons why not only I'm still a Nintendo fan, but why I only become a bigger Nintendo fan, and this might be one of those biggest moments. This is up there with Breath of the Wild for me. It's staggering. Also, since I was talking about green check marks, you can get green check marks at the item shops too. And I believe you get them by buying the items there that go out of stock permanently. So like the first item shop had a Wonder Seed and a badge. If you buy both of those, I think that counts as the cleared green check. I bought one of everything just to make sure, but yes, you can get green checks on item shops, since the green check thing was a revelation for some people listening today. Make sure you get them on the item shops as well. I love it. It's fantastic. I'm only the first world in, so this is a crazy statement to make. I need to see where the rest of the game goes, but this could be the best 2D Mario ever by like a good amount. So we'll see where it is when I'm done, and I got a lot to do, because if the first world took me 2.5 hours, that's 100% explored. Then I got a lot of time ahead of me. Also, I saw you guys in the chat mention, I don't remember the name of the level, but it's the 4-star difficulty Bull Rush one with the P switches. When I got to that level, I was like, "Ooh, this is pretty challenging." It took me a few times to get through that, and there's a bonus secret exit in that one too. But I played that and I was like, "This is a nice challenge," and I really enjoyed that stage too. That was a lot of fun. So, great stuff. Love it. Will consume all my gaming time outside of Family Fortnite, friend Family Fortnite. That's where it's all going. Nothing else. Love it. We'll have a review this week from another staffer as well as a Sonic Superstars review too. So, gonna savor every bit. It's gonna take me a long time to get through just the main levels, and then there's the bonus worlds, and love it. Mom Brain, are you gonna play it?
Absolutely.
Well, I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.